Some brief comments on the Ricky Jones acquittal. Unlike most people on the so-called far right, I suppose that includes me, I've got no problem with this, primarily for a very personal and painful reason. Back in 1996-97, I'll spare you the details, but I found myself in a very similar position, and the scum of the Metropolitan Police and the scum of the CPS tried to destroy me, and they came that close to doing so. Jones, well, his case has been compared with that of Lucy Connolly. I've got a great sympathy with Lucy Connolly, but she shouldn't have pleaded guilty. There will be some good things come out of this, though. One, I hope, is that future prosecutions, certainly in the Crown Court, where people are charged with such nebulous offences as incitement to racial hatred, harassment, garbage like that, that juries will acquit. They can do this especially if the defendant defends himself. He can ask a jury to acquit him. The William Penn defence, I suppose you'd call it. Barristers can't do that, but defendants can, in-person defendants. These laws, they've been foisted on us, initially by organised Jewry and increasingly by the Socialist International, and they don't cure hatred. Think about it. If somebody drags you into court, finds you, or throws you into jail because you said something unpleasant about someone, that person say, are you going to feel well disposed towards that individual? Of course not. And so on a scale, when it's related to groups, the United States has its First Amendment, and is there more hate or less hate in the United States than there is here? What I find particularly sad about this, though, is that Jones seems to think he's one of the good guys. He isn't. He seems to think that because he's black, he has to align himself with the scum of the Socialist Workers' Party, stand up to racism and hate not hope. What he doesn't seem to realise is that by supporting this mass illegal immigration, he's killing the goose that laid the golden egg. The Labour government and its collaborators, manipulators, they want to destroy this country, and they're halfway towards doing it. More and more migrants means what? Price of housing going up, rents, longer queues at the doctors and hospital, higher inflation, and more suffering for ordinary working people, the people he claims to be supporting. Look at the riots on the streets. I'm not talking about these so-called anti-migrant protests, but we had these so-called London riots, and then there were these George Floyd protests. What good has these scum ever done? Go back further, Brixton, Broadwater Farm. What good have they ever done working people? What good have they ever done blacks? Take a look at the track record. Look at the United States. The damage that's caused there, and what's happening in France now and elsewhere. As I say, by supporting these migrants, these illegal migrants, Jones is killing the goose that laid the golden egg, and at some point he is going to be sorry for what he's done. He'll either get mugged himself, or one of his female relatives will be raped or worse by one of these lowlifes. It's nothing to do with fighting racism. You wouldn't allow strangers into your home. Why would you allow in so many people unchecked into your country? I say your country. You were born here, so it's your country as much as ours. Think about it. At some point, probably not too distant future, you'll be sorry for what you've done. And by that I mean supporting Labour and the scum of the far left.